Hey everyone, it's Emily. Welcome back. Today I want to talk about, or I guess give a pitch for why UX folks and teams should do hackathons. So if you don't know what a hackathon is, that's basically where a lot of times it's for dev teams, but they are given generally like a few days, a week to basically work on whatever they want, whatever project. And generally there's some stipulations of like it needs to be somewhat related to the product they're helping to develop, or something that will like help the company as a whole, whether that's like product related or people related or whatever. So normally you just hear about dev teams doing it, but I want to make the case for why you should be doing it as a UX designer. First one being, I know it takes time out of your busy schedule and people are always asking you for stuff already, but it's a great opportunity to really focus and have fun on something that isn't like there isn't a deadline that's required. So like my team, we just recently did one and we did it for 3 days, and you were able to choose any topic you wanted to work on, preferably something related to the current product that we are designing. But within that, it's very free form. It doesn't matter what deliverables you bring. We just wanted everyone to go like through the process of deciding on a topic and then kind of exploring it, doing whatever. And it was really, really fun. It was very freeing, not having to, work with a bunch of stakeholders or feel kind of caught up of like, okay, well, what are the requirements? What do we have the capabilities for? All of that kind of stuff. You basically had an idea and you could run as far as you wanted to with it. So that was super fun, and I think something that everyone can benefit from, especially when you're feeling like you're in a rut, you're fixated on a design, can't really, come up with new ideas or anything like that. It's really, really helpful to be able to switch to a different project, especially one that's more freeform, and you can basically decide what you do with it and go from there. So that is one of the main reasons. Another reason is also gives you a really great chance to bond with your team members. I know even if you do have a team, it gives you a chance to work with people that you may not normally work with. So for our product, we have different kind of areas of the platform, and a lot of times we don't necessarily we just have our specialized area, and we will collaborate with our other teammates and stuff during design reviews and that kind of stuff, but not necessarily be able to pair with someone on a project. So hackathons give you a great opportunity to do that and help kind of build different working relationships within your team, as well as just kind of a fun thing to see what people come up with. You yourself to grow as a designer and explore areas or techniques or skills that maybe you don't necessarily have a lot of time for normally. So I'm a big proponent of trying to have at least a few hours a week for yourself and to develop your own skills, whether that's reading articles about UX design, playing around in Figma or prototyping, or learning code or whatever it is. But a lot of times that can kind of be pushed to the side if you're very busy, but hackathons kind of allow for a few days of you to just run free and learn what you want to learn and kind of fold that into whatever project you're doing. So for me, I have been trying to learn a lot more about prototyping in Figma and just different ways you can manipulate visual design elements and all of these different things. And so I spent probably way too much time trying to design a little loading icon element interaction for the user, and I don't know, I thought it was really fun. It also helped me develop and learn the skills related to Figma prototyping, and now definitely feel way more confident if people ask me to prototype something in Figma. I'm like, yeah, no problem. I just learned a bunch more about it, because before I could do it basically, but now I think I am, bordering the more advanced prototyping skills based on that. So basically just gives you a good opportunity to play around with new ideas, new stuff, new skills, and that never hurts as a designer. You should always be iterating and trying to grow and get better. So just another tool to help with that, basically. And finally, I think it's an awesome opportunity and environment that it doesn't matter, like you can't fail, basically, okay? So no matter what idea you set yourself on, there's no like failing, or you didn't meet the requirements, or you didn't get sign off from XYZ person. And that's kind of freeing, when you don't necessarily have a certain deliverable, it's just so open-ended that you can kind of make it to what you want. So maybe you start out with one thing and then it kind of merges into another, and that's what your final project your hackathon project is. So you have this extra fluidity and flexibility to kind of move through the design space that you don't normally have, at least in my experience, working for a company. So that's kind of like the final pitch, I guess, why you should have a UX hackathon. But anyway, thank you for listening to me ramble about why I enjoy my hackathon so much, but hope it inspires you to try to do one at your company. I think they're really, really important and beneficial. Just, if anything, kind of get the creative gears rolling again and get out of your normal routine. And yeah, if you like this, please give this a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more videos, and hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.